Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Colorado State's offense will get the first crack at it here. When you get to this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had is Heisman moments in big games with a lot of people watching. He has stepped up, and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And, David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end of the season for him, determining what
competition. And so far, he's checking all the boxes, man. He's been elite of elite. Finishing the season strong right here could be the final cherry on the sundae.
Snagged in the middle. It's Darnold. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been...
Oh, he's got some space. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Trying the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rams will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Broncos offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. To the air, it's Boise. He's got an open man. There he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And the Broncos in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Catch in the middle, it's Shelton. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Dupree. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rams are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rams pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
On to attempt the try. Lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Hunt. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
And the Rams want to move quickly. The give from the gun. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the read, running to the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Caught behind the line. It's Shelton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. From the gun. Give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Plucks it out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. Time to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Boise. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. Hunt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defense. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Rams are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
How about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
To the air on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll run read option right on 2nd down. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Quick completion on the out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Rams, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Rams! They'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
He tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Boise. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Off play action. Unloads it left. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Rams want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll try to snap it quickly. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Shelton. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find that.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry. He's made plays throughout his career.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way and had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He'll pull it on the read. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take a shot. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking downfield, it's Boise. Got his man.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And this 2nd half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
The Rams will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Swings it out to his running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Boise. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Powers through the defender. Got enough space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Oh, better look out. He's out past the 35. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rams, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Shelton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Rams looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fakes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Duff. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Rams come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado State. They take the lead with the 6. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, and today
it'll be a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Bowie. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Sweet cut there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Running the read to the left on 1st down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Boise.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Lost to throw again. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They'll start the drive. Read option left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Rams headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. On on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misspot. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. To the air. It's Boise. The quick out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more red
Weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses the 45. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Look out, he's got room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rams can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Creates a little room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Rams kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option. The give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Scanning the field, it's Boise. Finds us back in the middle.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got him downfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.